Asiatic CHOLANGIOHEPATITIS. Introduction. This disease, also called Oriental cholangiohepatitis, is caused by infestation of the hepatobiliary system by a trematode, Clonochus sinensis. It has a high incidence in the tropical regions of Southeast Asia, particularly among those living in the major seaports and near river estuaries. The organism, which is a type of liver fluke, develops in snails that act as an intermediate host. Free swimming from snails, the Cercaria penetrate the fascia of freshwater FSH, crabs and crayfish, which also act as an intermediate host. Ingestion of infected FSH, crabs and crayfish, when eaten raw or improperly cooked, causes the infection in humans and other FSH-eating mammals, which are the definitive hosts. Two other parasites, Opisthochus, which has the same life cycle as Clonochus, and Fasciola, the metacercaria of which colonize vegetation, can cause similar damage to the biliary channels. Pathology. In humans, the parasite matures into the adult worm in the intrahepatic biliary radicals, where it may reside for many years. The intrahepatic bile ducts are dilated, with epithelial hyperplasia and peridictal fibrosis. These changes may lead to dysplasia, causing cholangiocarcinoma, the most serious and dreaded complication of this parasitic infestation. The eggs or dead worms may form a nidus for stone formation in the gallbladder or common bile duct, which becomes thickened and much dilated in the late stages. Intrahepatic bile duct stones are also caused by the parasite producing mucin-rich bile. The dilated intrahepatic bile ducts may lead to cholangitis, liver abscess and hepatitis. Diagnosis. The disease may remain dormant for many years. Clinical features are non-specific and include fever, malaise, anorexia and upper abdominal discomfort. The complete clinical picture can consist of fever with rigors due to ascending cholangitis. Obstructive jaundice, biliary colic and pruritus from stones in the common bile duct. Acute pancreatitis may occur because of obstruction of the pancreatic duct by an adult worm. Particularly when presenting in non-endemic areas, it should be noted that if a person from an endemic area complains of symptoms of biliary tract disease, Clonochus infestation should be high in the differential diagnosis. In advanced cases, liver function tests are abnormal. Confirmation of the condition is by examination of stool or duodenal aspirate, which may show the eggs or adult worms. Ultrasonography findings may be characteristic, showing uniform dilatation of small peripheral intrahepatic bile ducts with only minimal dilatation of the common hepatic and common bile ducts, although the latter are much more dilated when the obstruction is caused by stones. The thickened duct walls show increased echogenicity and non-shadowing echogenic foci in the bile ducts, representing the worms or eggs. ERCP will confirm these findings. Asiatic cholangiohepatitis, pathogenesis and diagnosis. Filled circle occurs in far eastern tropical zones. Filled circle. The causative parasite is Clonochus sinensis, Opisthochus or Fasciola. Filled circle produces bile duct hyperplasia, intrahepatic duct dilatation and stones. Filled circle increases the risk of cholangiocarcinoma. Filled circle may remain dormant for many years. Filled circle when active, there are biliary tract symptoms in a generally unwell patient. Filled circle stool examination for eggs or worms is diagnostic. Filled circle ultrasonography of the hepatobiliary system and ERCP is also diagnostic. Treatment. Praziquantel and albendazole are the drugs of choice. However, the surgeon faces a challenge when there are stones not only in the gallbladder but also in the common bile duct. Cholecystectomy with exploration of the common bile duct is performed when indicated. Currently, both procedures are performed laparoscopically as a single-stage procedure. Repeated washouts are necessary during the exploration of the common bile duct as there are stones, biliary debris, sludge and mud in the dilated duct. This should be followed by choledochoduodenostomy. As this is a disease with a prolonged and relapsing course, some surgeons prefer to do a choledochoduodenostomy to a Roux loop. The Roux loop is brought up to the abdominal wall, referred to as an access loop, which allows the interventional radiologist to deal with any future stones. As a public health measure, people who have emigrated from an endemic area should be offered screening for clonosis infestation in the form of ultrasonography of the hepatobiliary system. This condition can be diagnosed and treated, and even cured, when it is in its subclinical form. Most importantly, the risk of developing the dreadful disease of cholangiocarcinoma is eliminated. Asiatic cholangiohepatitis treatment. Filled circle medical treatment can be curative in the early stages. Filled circle surgical treatment is cholecystectomy, exploration of the common bile duct and some form of biliary enteric bypass. Filled circle prevention. Consider offering hepatobiliary ultrasonography as a screening procedure to recently arrived migrants from endemic areas. Filariasis introduction. Filariasis is mainly caused by the parasite Wucheria bancrofti, which is transmitted by the mosquito. Variants of the parasite called Brugia malii and Brugia timori are responsible for causing the disease in about 10% of those infected. The condition affects more than 120 million people worldwide, 2/3 of whom live in India, China and Indonesia. According to the World Health Organization, WHO, after leprosy, filariasis is the most common cause of long-term disability. Once the host has been bitten by the mosquito, the matured eggs enter the human circulation to hatch and grow into adult worms. The process of maturation takes almost a year. The adult worms mainly colonize the lymphatic system. Diagnosis. Treatment. Praziquantel and albendazole. It is mainly males who are affected because females generally cover a greater part of their bodies with clothing, thus making them less prone to mosquito bites. In the acute presentation, there are episodic attacks of fever with lymphadenitis and lymphangitis. Occasionally, adult worms may be felt subcutaneously. Chronic manifestations appear after repeated acute attacks over several years. The adult worms cause lymphatic obstruction, resulting in massive lower limb edema. Obstruction to the cutaneous lymphatics causes skin thickening, not unlike the paw deranged appearance in breast cancer, thus exacerbating the limb swelling. Secondary streptococcal infection is common. Recurrent attacks of lymphangitis cause fibrosis of the lymph channels, resulting in a grossly swollen limb with thickened skin, producing the condition of elephantiasis, figure 6.8. Bilateral lower limb filariasis is often associated with scrotal and penile elephantiasis. Early on, there may be a hydrocele underlying scrotal filariasis. Chailuria and childless ascites may occur. A mild form of the disease can affect the respiratory tract, causing dry cough, and is referred to as tropical pulmonary eosinophilia. The condition of filariasis is clinically very obvious, and thus investigations in the full-blown case are superfluous. Eosinophilia is common and a nocturnal peripheral blood smear may show the immature forms, or microfilariae. The parasite may also be seen in childless urine, ascites and hydrocele fluid. Treatment. Medical treatment with diethylcarbamazine is very effective in the early stages before the gross deformities of elephantiasis have developed. In the early stages of limb swelling, intermittent pneumatic compression helps, but the treatment has to be repeated over a prolonged period. Filariasis. Filled circle caused by Wucheria bancrofti, which is carried by the mosquito. Filled circle lymphatics are mainly affected, resulting in gross limb swelling. Filled circle eosinophilia occurs. Immature worms may be seen in a nocturnal peripheral blood smear. Filled circle gross forms of the disease cause a great deal of disability and misery. Filled circle early cases are very amenable to medical treatment. Filled circle intermittent pneumatic compression gives some relief. Filled circle the value of various surgical procedures is largely unproven and hence they are rarely performed. A hydrocele is treated by the usual operation of excision. Figure 6.8 left lower limb filariasis. And a version of the sac with, if necessary, excision of redundant scrotal skin. Operations for reducing the size of the limb are hardly ever done these days because the procedures are so rarely successful.